everyone, so welcome back to my channel. And today I'm filming quite a different video for you guys, and this is actually going to be a cooking video, as you would have seen by the title. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Viennese Whirls, and I thought it'd be perfect for Mother's Day coming up, so I'm going to do half of them filled with like normal icing, which is just the buttercream, and then the other half of the batch that I'm doing, I'm actually going to put pink food dye in there, so it's kind of like a half and half thing. With Mother's Day coming up, it's a nice idea to cook them as well, but they don't have to be just for Mother's Day. They're just an all-round nice snack and very easy to make, and then they look like you've put a lot of effort into them, but really you don't have to have a lot of skills in the kitchen to be able to make them. I'll just get on and show you how I make the Viennese Whirls. Okay, so I'm just beginning by preheating the oven, and it's 190 degrees if you've just got a normal oven, and then I think it's 170 if you've got a fan oven, and then if you've got a gas oven it's Mark 5. I'm not going to follow the recipe exactly because this one is from the Mary Berry Baking Bible, which I use quite a lot when I cook, because she does like a lot of nice recipes and stuff in here for like sweet treats and desserts and things like that, which is something that I always enjoy making. But today this is for the Viennese fingers, but I thought that I would make the Viennese Whirls instead because I just think that they're bigger and you can also like fill them a bit more, and there's not going to be as many because I'm going to follow the amounts that are in the book. I prefer the Whirls because you get the buttercream and the jam and everything inside. It just looks prettier, so that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. So as you can see, I've just got all my ingredients laid out here. So first of all, the recipe, because like I said, I'm following the amounts that she has given. So we're starting off with 100 grams of softened butter, 25 grams of icing sugar, 100 grams of the plain flour, quarter of a teaspoon with baking powder, and then the plain chocolate and cocoa solids. I'm not doing that for this recipe. So the things that I've added are the vanilla extract, which is going to be for the actual base of the whirls, and then also I've dug out this pink food dye, which is going to be for half of the buttercream icing at the end when we fill it in, and then obviously just normal jam as well, which I'm going to be using. So I think that's pretty much it. So it says to measure out the butter and icing sugar into a bowl, beat well until pale and fluffy. So obviously I'm going to take the butter and icing sugar, which is here, I'm going to sieve it into the bowl here just to make sure there's no grains or anything that are too lumpy. I'm just going to pop it in here and then pretty much just mix everything together. With this mix, I am just going to be taking a wooden spoon first of all to mix it together, because with the ice and sugar it does tend to go everywhere and you're meant to beat it until it's light and fluffy. So I'm kind of just mixing the two together until they gel, and if you find that there's any air lumps or anything like that, you can always take an electric whisk or just pop them together to make it nice and fluffy. But you see what I mean, it does go everywhere, so it's probably better to do it by hand at first. And yeah, that's kind of what I like to do. I also use that little trick with buttercream, so I do normally go back in with an electric appliance afterwards, but for now I think this is okay because my butter is quite soft, as it's at room temperature. It's not too hard where it's been in the fridge, so it should just look something like this. Then I've measured out the plain flour and the baking powder as well, and I'm just popping that into the flour before we mix it in, and then obviously just popping it through the sieve tiny bits at a time, just to make sure that the mixture isn't going to be lumpy. We want it to be really light and fluffy, so you get a really nice lightweight texture when the biscuits are actually cooked. And we're just going to sieve that into the bowl. Bit of vanilla extract, and I feel like I add this to literally pretty much all of the sweet bakes that I make. So basically I'm just taking a really small amount and I'm just filling the lid with the actual extract to get the right sort of amount, and just popping that in the mix, and I'm going to give that another whiz with the blender, and then we should be ready to start forming the dough itself. icing sugar down on my surface so that the dough doesn't stick, because it is a very sticky formula. Separated the mixture into 12 separate little dough balls like this, and now I'm just going around flattening each one with my 3 middle fingers like that. And you don't need to have them very thick, and they are very small as well because they will grow slightly in the oven. So you just sort of flatten them down, and don't worry too much about neatening up the edges, because they do kind of look better when you just sort of do them roughly, if that makes sense. So I'm literally just tipping like a random amount of this in, so I'll show you guys how much I'm using, but a bit foggy, but yeah, I'm just going to use about that much because we only have, I think it was 6 we're making, is it 6? Yeah, I think it was 6, so we're going to use that amount. First of all, you can always add to it, but it's easier to add than it is to take away. And then I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of butter as well, probably just like a teaspoonful to start off with, just to see what we've got going on. So that's the kind of ratio that I'm working with. You can see there's quite a lot more of this than there is of the butter. So normally I start off by taking the wooden spoon again and mixing it together to avoid creating mess. So I'm just going to sort of gel them together and then use the mixer, because if you go straight in with this, it's going to go everywhere. So let me grab the spoon and we can start mixing. Did come out the oven, so this is what they're looking like after 10 minutes. They're pretty much done, so I'm just waiting for them to cool completely, and then I'm going to go ahead and decorate them. But for now, I think I'm going to go back over here and sort the jam out as well and separate these 2 icings so I can make half pink. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it really. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what I do next. So you can see this is what it's looking like. It's looking very creamy at the moment, so I'm really happy with how that's turned out. It should just be like nice, light and whippy for icing. So now I'm going to go and basically put the other whirls on a cooling rack so they can cool down. So I'm going to make room and just show you quickly what I do. because I'm hungry and I kind of want to try one. So yeah, I'll leave everything in the description box down below for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.